What do you want?
When I was a child, men with your mark murdered my father. I just want to know where to find them.
You have no idea what you just walked into, do you?
One of the things that I really liked about the script for Ballerina was that it was opposite of like John Wick's story.
Okay, here we go.
John Wick is all about John getting out, right? And Ballerina is all about Eve getting in and staying in and rising the ranks of this world. So it's a very different character trajectory. And that was something else we thought was a really interesting POV that Len brought.
I was such a fan of the John Wick universe. All the movies, I thought they were brilliant and so much fun.
Here you are, back where you began.
When I got the opportunity or the offer to be a part of that world, I could easily see a female character leading this franchise.
There's a strong passion to the character, and in a way, kind of still fighting in the same way that John Wick was for a kind of freedom.
Okay, so we'll take it from going against.
I was involved in the process from the very, very beginning with Len. I think from the first time I spoke to Len about it to the time we started filming, we went for a whole year working on the script. Many versions went by and it just kept getting better. We were just finding like these little pieces and things about her that were kind of like going away from a robotic character.
Christ, Eve. Why do you push yourself like this?
This is what it takes to be ready.
Ballerina was always a female-led action movie. From the time Shay had written it to all the different versions we had done, it's always from that slightly more feminine perspective, which I think that's why it fits.
You want to win? Improvise, adapt, cheat. Fight like a girl.
It was done with Ana De Armas in mind. All through prep phase and all the rewrites were done with Ana in mind. And the protagonist comes from that background of a father-daughter story of an orphan child in a ballet school that's trying to find her way, and how she deals with another orphan or another child that needs help.
Action.
Eve is a character that had a very traumatic event in her childhood, and that definitely changed the lens through where she sees life.
Papa!
And that made her very tough and angry and confused. When you don't have answers about something from your past, it's kind of like sitting in the back of your mind, and it might look like you let it go and you forgot. But as soon as there's something that triggers that, it's really, really on the surface. And that comes up for her very early in the movie. And it just is like a domino effect. It's like just triggers something that then she's unstoppable, and she just won't let it go until she finds an answer. Look at this car.
Why didn't you tell me who they were?
Eve's just starting off in her career, so she's a little bit newer. She makes mistakes, she corrects. Emotionally, she's seeing a lot of this stuff for the first time.
After you, madam.
It's like her foray into the Wick world. And I think that's the fun part. You get to see her evolve in it and not just be a badass. You get to see her become a badass.
Did you know my father?
I did. He was Ruska Roma like me. Like you will be too.
When I read the script, I didn't think you could find a way to expand the world in a way that felt completely different and at the same time completely connected, but they did.
In Parabellum, the Ruska Roma was introduced, and this film, you're taking a peek behind the curtain of how the Ruska Roma operates, how they train, how they move up the ranks, and a really, really brutal boarding school.
The director feels you are ready for your first contract. You will protect this one.
It's also a connection to her father in terms of a surrogate family. So it's one place feels like maybe this could be a second home, but also I really am pained and want revenge for what happened. So that's in terms of just a mindset, what drives her to go there and grow up there.
You have proved yourself capable.
You're him. The students will talk about you.
It allows us to bring back the character of John Wick from someone else's point of view. It wasn't just a flashback, or it wasn't just some gag to get John Wick back in the movie. It was, you know, as this girl's growing up, she meets somebody that influences her character arc.
It was really cool to have the opportunity to put the suit back on and to have some fun.
He killed my father.
Midnight. If it isn't done.
Rules.
And consequences.
So holding it.
I think it's important that, you know, Chad and Keanu are involved with it because it is part of the Wick universe. And I think the reference is back. You need that because it just adds to the whole thing. And they're bringing Angelica back as the director. You've got to have that.
Are you finished?
No.
Good.
With the introduction of Angelica Houston's character in John Wick 3, she's so much the counterweight to Ian McShane's character that it didn't surprise me that there would be a film that talked about that world. Welcome to the Continental. Checking in. One of the great things about Sharon, watching his growth through the films, is that you go from seeing him as a character of mystery to a character of heart. I really believe that if John Wick is the soul of these movies, Sharon is the heart.
I'm invoking the services of the Continental.
Winston is one of those people that you talk all the time about. Who is he? He's part of the table, he's not part of the table. Is he John Wick's dad? You don't know. Is he part of Roscoe Roma? Why is he still there? Why is he still alive? If you're like, why is he still alive?
Buena suerte, señorita. You were never here.
I think doing action for Len is like, you know, there's nothing better in the world for him. He's very passionate about it, so we spoke about ideas and the level of the action and the design of the fighting from the beginning.
When you have a new cast member that we don't really know, you kind of have to use your intuition a little bit. You have to look into them, try to get behind their eyes a little bit, see what's going on inside their head, how they move, how they're going to react in certain situations. Anna has a very good memory, so it was never about the choreography. She's in really good shape. She has a bit of a physical mimic in her, so we can show choreography just the way she moves. She has very good control of her body. But it's a little bit more than that. You try to watch as much as you can in the gym and the choreography and know, okay, where can you insert the beats? How do they bring it to life? You know, is the face all scrunched up, or can they act in the action? And it always takes time.
I had some experiences, you know, in action films, but I don't think I knew the level of discipline and performance that I was going to have to deliver in this film. And it was a very long process of preparation and learning and working with the stunt crew and getting ready and physically strong enough to endure a long shoot.
Yeah, and you help her up.
That feels okay, right?
Yeah. It was really inspiring because also it was a kind of discipline, physical and mental, that I didn't know before. It did help me understand the evolution of the character, how to improve myself, how to get confident, how to hold my ground in certain situations. So it was a great process.
Okay, ready, and action!
There's obviously big shoes to fill in the franchise, and Ana really pulled through and was able to meet that. The diner had some really technical beats. We really tried to provide realism with her opponents, and this fight specifically, she fights another assassin who's about her same size, and so we really got to kind of expand on her arsenal a little bit. And it was like, hey, this is what you're gonna do, and it was kind of like, I don't know. And then 5 minutes later, it's like, she's such a sandbagger. Like, of course she's got it. You know, she nails it. So, yeah, that was a really fun fight to shoot.
I really liked the grenade fight. It felt very unique. Something I do like a lot about the character is that she knows how to use her environment and whatever is around to make it work, to get out of there alive and do what she needs to do. To have her in a situation where she cannot find one gun that she can shoot, and all she has with her is a box of grenades. I thought it's just very refreshing and surprising.
For a woman, seeing a female protagonist kick ass is amazing. I think it's really wonderful, and I think you can probably count on one hand how many really strong female action actresses there have been. It's a very small, elite group, and I think our Ana is a member of that group.
I couldn't feel luckier with the team that I have with me. It's truly one of the most amazing people I've ever worked with. On a daily basis, I was so impressed by the ideas that they had, how they would choreograph every scene. It's a movie also that the way it takes place and the story evolves is not just like little pieces of action here and there. It's like long action pieces. I'm actually surprised I came out of it in one piece.